Hello, everybody. I'm TheOutbackAl.
I'm Hot for Justice.
And I'm Chibi Noob.
And we're playing Jackbox today. This is a game that you two have apparently played a lot of and enjoy, so I'm
Well,
gonna...
we play it with family.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. I don't have a family. I'm kidding. See if I can just make it dark or not. Anyway, we need a room code and then we can...
Yeah,
so
just hit play. There's also a bunch of other games we can play if we don't want to play Jackbox after we're done playing this session. So,
Okay. We can figure it out.
multiplayer, use your mobile devices.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Hit enter. Okay.
Room code.
G H N. Alright.
I can't hear myself. I don't think it's working.
Alright, I'm in.
I'm not. Oh, now I am.
Cool. Press everybody's into play. Alright.
Oh
We don't
no,
know
we
Jack.
need audio.
This is You Don't Know Jack 2015. I'm your
Cool.
host, Cookie Masterson. And hey, wipe
need
that smile off
headphones?
your face. This is serious.
Wait,
Goodness.
it'll bring up the prompts.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't
Okay,
know.
just kidding. There will be farts and
Alright,
stuff.
well, if we end up needing it...
Don't take this the wrong way, but
We
maybe look like
can't
you
hear
belong
any
together.
commentary.
You all take
Can
care of
we
those screws now.
pause it real quick?
If you think an opponent doesn't know the
Uh-oh.
answer, hit your
I don't know
screw
what we're doing
button
then.
and you'll
This
force
is an
them to
issue.
answer immediately. If they miss
I
it,
don't know
you
how to
win
play
big.
this particularly well.
And today's wrong answer of the game is being brought to you by
The San Francisco Otter Choir.
I'm getting the headphones. This is not gonna
Every
work.
Wednesday, except for
I
mating season.
don't have
Try to choose the
headphones.
wrong answer brought
We
to you
didn't
by our
think that...
sponsor.
You guys
to
should
get
have told me about
prizes and
this. I didn't
cash.
know what the game was.
I forgot.
Yeah.
Hang on tight, we're in for a ride.
Do we just want to stop and...
I mean, you know what? This is a learning experience for everyone. So,
One.
Right off the
one
top,
is
bootyful.
bootyful.
Let's analyze one of Kim Kardashian's body parts. About what percentage of Kim
about what percentage
Kardashian's
of Kim
brain
Kardashian's
is
brain
just made up of water?
water?
10%, 40%, 80%, or 100%? Player 1.
You do that. I'm gonna work
excuse
on
me.
headphones.
Okay.
Players 2 and 3.
Darn.
Kim Kardashian's brain, and everybody else's brain for that matter, is made up of about 80% water.
Yay, we both got it right.
But that other 20% is just so round and
I was
firm, I can't stop
making a
thinking
joke
about it.
because it's Kim Kardashian.
Okay. Doop doop.
Here we have, his acting is
His acting is alright.
So, you know how they called Matthew McConaughey's resurgence as an actor his
Where's our
reconnaissance?
I
Well,
can't.
if Matthew McConaughey is currently experiencing a
reconnaissance,
reconnaissance, then what period of his life just ended?
Okay.
The McCona Dark Ages, the McCona Industrial Age, the McCona Middle Ages, or the McCona Enlightenment Age? Player 1, players 1 and 2. All wrong, all wrong, all
Yay.
wrong. Player
No.
3. The Renaissance first occurred in Italy in the late
Okay.
14th century, immediately following the Middle Ages. So the McConaissance
Did you get
would
it?
follow the
Okay.
McCona Middle
Can't
Ages.
hear anything, so we don't...
Yay, I
to
did.
actually
Most
be
Renaissance
smart for this
sculptures
game.
also need to put
Darn.
on a dance
Now,
Smart.
you just gotta guess.
May I introduce, brought to you by the
Brought to
letter
you by the letter U.
Unibrow.
Unibrew.
It's the put the choice into order, then buzzer and see if you are right.
Okay. Question.
And if you get this one right, I'll rustle up some extra moolah for you.
What?
Arrange these Sesame,
Arrange these
Street,
Sesame Street
characters in
characters in
order
order
of fewest to most
eyebrows.
eyebrows. Bert,
Jesus.
Ernie,
Ah,
the
Bert,
Count.
Ernie,
Ernie,
the Count.
Bert, the Count. Bert, Ernie, the Count.
Oh.
The Count, Bert, Ernie, or Ernie, the Count, Bert. Players
That's
1,
right.
2, and 3. Sweet dreams. Here's what the
All
right
got it
answer
wrong.
looks
No.
like.
Here,
Ernie
plug
has
this in.
no eyebrows
Ernie,
at all. Bert
Bert,
has one
the
long
Count.
single eyebrow.
Take a
And the
headphone.
Count has two.
taking it.
Two eyebrows.
No.
And yet, none of them have ever
Oh god, what'd you do? Is that part of the thing?
Oh, I'm hearing it. It's good.
Let's try Duck Duck Swan. Say the cast of Duck Dynasty attends a performance of Swan Lake and thinks there are real waterfowl on stage. In their confusion, which character would they most likely shoot? Siegfried, Benno, Von Rothbart, or Odette?
Oh, that one.
Players 1, 2, and 3. Odette is a princess who has been turned into a swan, so the Duck Dynasty crew would probably fill her full of lead.
Not wrong.
Especially
Cool.
if they find out she
God,
once
I'm
fooled
losing.
around with a lady swan in college.
This is different to hear now.
Yep.
Here's one I like to call The Man in the Backwards Yellow Hat. And it's a
Okay.
this or dat.
Okay. I don't know what a this or dat is.
Player 1. Your score is the lowest, so why don't you play this or dat? I'm going to read off 7 things, and for each one you tell me if it's an alleged antic by pop star Justin Bieber,
Oh
or
no.
an antic by the classic children's book character Curious George. If
you
it's
do both?
Justin Bieber, press the X button. If it's Curious George, press the B button. Now, the rest of you need to hear this. Lock in your answers before player 1, because if player 1 gets it wrong, everyone who got it right will split the cash.
Okay.
Okay, let's move. Peed in a mop bucket. Broke his leg falling from a fire escape. Arrested for falsely reporting a fight. Ragged a house. Got high on ether. Fed a bugle to an ostrich. Went to a Brazilian brothel. Forget George. I'm curious how someone could do this badly.
Wow. See what I mean by we
you
need
went
headphones?
up.
You see what we need? What I mean by we need headphones for this?
Yeah, I guess so.
I think we can all agree that it's time for that little bastard to get deported. And then it's your turn, Bieber. That'll wrap up round 1. And player 3 is in the lead. Who knows what might happen? Keep in mind, all the prizes are doubled in round 2.
Yep.
And lest you forget, the wrong answer of the game is still out there waiting for you. Let's see what's in store.
Okay. How many of these are there?
This one's known as Dumber and Dumberer 2. So there's Dumb and Dumber, and then there was Dumb and Dumberer, and then Dumb and Dumber 2. Makes perfect sense. Now, going back a few decades, there was The Odd Couple and The Odd Couple 2. So, if another remake of The Odd Couple used the superlative adjective, it would be called The Blank Couple. Odd, odder, oddest, or odderest. Players 2 and 3. Odd is the adjective, odder is the comparative adjective, and oddest is the superlative adjective.
Yay, super.
Yeah.
But of course, everyone who made the original Odd Couple movies is dead, which means it's the perfect time for Rob Schneider to swoop in and revitalize
no.
the franchise.
No. None of
Player
that.
1. No, but speaking of otter, get it? You just won the greatest hits of the San Francisco Otter Choir. Hailed as one of the top 3 otter choirs in the world, the San Francisco Otter Choir will astound you with their covers of Little Red Corvette and The Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald.
Yep.
Today's wrong
Fun.
answer of the game brings you an extra $8,000.
No.
You failed so hard you won.
All right.
Next, let it go, let it
Shut
go,
up.
let it go.
Oh.
Oh, my phone keeps.
At which temperature would Olaf from the movie Frozen melt and die? 30 degrees Kelvin, 30 degrees Fahrenheit, 30 degrees Celsius, or 30 degrees Rankine? He's a snowman. Player 2,
Click. He would.
players
wouldn't
1 and 3. 30 degrees is below freezing in Fahrenheit and insanely below freezing in Kelvin and Rankine. But it's pretty balmy in Celsius, about the equivalent of 86 degrees
he? I didn't know
Fahrenheit.
what Rankin was.
And I know, blah, blah,
Am I
blah, he
losing?
can magically be saved, but I'm talking about what would happen in the real world to a talking snowman.
Follow me down
And on its way, Kangaroo, Peanut, Albert Einstein, or Uranus?
What?
Kangaroo, Peanut, Albert Einstein, or Uranus.
Okay.
Alright.
First
weird
spotted in 1879. Kangaroo, Peanuts, Albert Einstein, or Uranus? Player 3. Albert Einstein
shit.
was first spotted in 1879, the year he was born.
Yes!
Probably by a midwife or something.
son of a
Over
bitch.
century
Yes!
after Uranus was discovered, and even longer after kangaroos and peanuts.
Oh yeah.
I've heard baby Einstein cried a lot because he left behind some important equations on the uterine wall. Players 1 and 2. That answer has a hole in it.
Are we in the negatives now?
Bucker up for wine or lose. If the Washington Redskins rebranded themselves with a non-offensive red-skinned mascot, what could they be called? The Washington Chardonnays, the Washington Malbecs, the Washington Pinot Blancs, or the Washington Rieslings? Players 1, 2, and 3. This isn't going to go with dinner at all. It was begging to be picked. Chardonnays, Pinot Blancs, and Rieslings are all white-skinned grapes, but the Malbec grape is red.
Okay.
Although to a
I don't
connoisseur
drink
like
anything
myself,
about wine.
Malbec is very
I
offensive.
drink white wines, but not.
Oh yes, I do say that
Chardonnay.
was quite a burn. And now, I want to lick and roll all night. If Kiss singer Gene Simmons' tongue grew to the average length of an adult giraffe's, how deep into a woman's mouth could he stick it when he kissed her? About 5 inches deep, about 10 inches deep, about 20 inches deep, or about 30 inches deep? Player 1. Players 2 and 3. An adult giraffe's tongue is on average about 18 to 20 inches long. So that's about how
You
deep
just
into a
guess.
woman's mouth a giraffe-tongued Gene Simmons could stick it.
I actually do that thing. I don't know
And
why.
if Gene Simmons' neck grew to the
What's
length
the
of an
screw
adult
thing do?
giraffe's, he may not even
Basically, you
need
can
women
screw someone
anymore.
over.
Huh. Okay, round 3. Let's see what's happening here.
Brace yourself for the attack. When you see 2 clues that match, press your A button. 2,000 big ones if you're right, but you lose 2,000 if you're wrong. And one more thing.
Remember the clue.
It's
Okay.
gotta be a match that fits this clue. Your house is made of what? What materials are their houses made from? Good luck.
Okay. Do we not get points if we're too slow? I want some gingerbread now. And some Adobe.
No.
Yeah.
Patrick. Light bulb.
Yeah.
Darn.
I got that SpongeBob. What? Oh. Okay, so. I remember that from elementary school.
I don't.
Bread is good. I am bread. I want bread. This might be my round.
Yeah, this might be your round. Yeah!
Oh, you beat me. Oh,
I don't know what this means.
I do.
Okay. Okay.
House of Cards.
Oh!
What? We get an achievement?
Yeah.
Two has it! Gee, Player 2, I honestly didn't know if you'd be able to pull that one out. I mean, really, what evidence have you given that you can succeed at anything?
Wow.
Are they talking to me?
Yeah. You're player 2.
Alrighty.
Okay. Alright, well that's...
Well,
you
have
don't
fun.
know Jack.
So we don't know Jack, Jack in the Box, Jackbox, blah blah blah. We might play this again. I'm down for it.
I just showered, but I still smell kind of funky.
I bet you do.
Clean your entire body?
Well, I mean, I tried, but there are so many body parts to remember.
I don't care. Alright, bye-bye.
The shower
Bye.
list?
A helpful list of all your body parts that